Hello, I am J-Dog John Carstrom. Guess what? 2,200 fans. We are rocking and rolling, building this community of amazing gardeners. That's what we want to do. Let's say hello, shall we, to Penny Louise Basher Pierce. Nice kiss, Penny. John Seal Martin and Linda Jones. And Stacy Crawford. Stacy, I love what you said. You said the only problem with humanity are the humans. So keep up the good humor. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoy the show. Hope it brings something useful to you. Now, we've had some hot weather. Even though we're filming this almost at nighttime, we've had some hot weather. We're trying to keep our plants moist, right? Making sure that it gets enough water. We see that limp going on. We need to get plenty of water. But sometimes it's a lot easier to water when it's easy to water. And what I want to do is I want to kind of introduce a way of shopping for great watering tools. And I'm just going to test it. We're going to see if this works. And I'm looking for a watering tool. Now, I've got some of my particular favorites, of course, but I'm looking for a watering tool to water real plants with. And so I have a line that's called Ray Padula. Now, this is fair and square. I mean, I sell them. We're out in the open, but we're out in the open because I sell them. But I want to be a fair judge of these tools. So let's go over. I've got a line of these. This is our testing bank of watering tools. And I'm going to start with this guy right out here. Can we see that? So what it is, it's just a simple spray nozzle. Now this one is called Series R Thumb Controlled Pistol. Now, of course, we're going to find these things here, and they're not great for watering, right? We're watering plants, of course. And so I'm going to test this to see if it can have enough soft spray to water a plant. I'm going to say no. Even though it's adjustable, and it's adjustable by your thumb grip as well, so you can determine the amount of water that's flowing through that. But what it is that it's either too harsh on the plants or too soft on the water when you'd be watering all day long. So I'm going to give this guy, R Series, a no for watering. Same guy in this, same one. This is a Ray Padula Series Industrial Shot Supreme. So I'm going to try this guy out. Wow, it has a really wide range of watering to go out, and we can narrow that down. But this is really a great one for cleaning your driveway. Isn't a great one for plants, unless they're about 50 feet away. So I'm going to say no on this guy. Now, we get all kinds of watering wands. And on the watering wands, some things that I look for are any kind of drip on the head. So oftentimes right now, we're getting these series of heads that you can have different sprays on there. This one's kind of a supreme one in that we can change the head way back here. So we get this kind of flow, and we get the mist flow, and we get the jet flow, and we get the cone, the shower. And the nice thing about this guy is that it can also determine how much water we want to let flow through there. I am not going to give this one high, although I do like how it stops that water flow. But what I don't like is that this feels really constricting. So it looks like I can't get a max amount of water through there. So these kind of handles, by the way, always restrict a bit of flow. So what we want to do is get maximum flow out of the head so you're not watering all the time. So this one is okay. I'm going to give it an A+ for convenience because all the controls are right here. Though, if you want to know the real truth of it, I think these other heads on here are really a bit silly. It's not something that we really use a whole lot, and I don't think the average homeowner is going to use a whole lot either. I'm being a serious judge here. Of course, another one. This is the Jumbo Blast. Neat one. That's kind of an ergonomic handle, but not a great one for watering. We aren't getting a whole lot. Oh. got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got one that's really pretty good for watering, but not even the best of remarks. Oftentimes you see these guys. These are kind of the hoseman, or the fireman hose type sprayer, and they're a big thing right now. So what they can do is control that flow. This one's a great one because you can control how direct you can direct that water. Problem is, in a pinch you could use this. In a pinch you could use this for watering it. I'll give this a C because this is not something I would use to water the nursery for sure. Just because I think the watering's either too hard. You can control the flow, but you want maximum flow. So this is, I'm going to give it a C, an honest C on this. Again, this guy here is, obviously it's a great one for I'm not going to say it's a great one for watering plants because it's too hard. And this guy right here, okay, we've got this one. It is actually it's extending one. The neat thing about this guy is that you can extend it. So obviously let's give it a try. We're going to extend it out, so it looks like it's going to be a good one if you have some hanging baskets, so it can go really up high. Also, it has an adjustable nozzle on there. Now, it also has that fancy clicking, what do you want to say, the type of head on there. Now, I'm not too crazy about these guys. I have no idea where to set it. Okay, here it is right here. I am just going to try it on the shower because that's the best one for watering. Let's take a look. This one has that thumb grip, I can see, or thumb control. This one would be a great one for hanging baskets, especially if you got it up there high. So that one I'll give, although I do see a lot of leaking coming out of this head. You see that? So there's a lot of leaking coming out of that head. So it looks like this is going to be a problem right here. We need a redesign. So also I can feel it really constricts that. Can you get that? There you got that? All that extra flow coming out of that. I'm not liking. So I'll give this one a B for that extending one. I take away some points because of that silly switching nozzle thing. It seems like it gives us more options, but I don't think very useful options. Finally, we're down to this guy right here, and this one is much like this one, except it looks like it just has a straight turning. Yeah, it's that same deal, same head with just your controls, just like that. Oh, jeez. So, how do we turn this thing off? Oh, there we go. This is real world out here, by the way. So all these Ray Padula, I am not going to give some very high marks for watering plants. So I'll tell you later on, maybe on our next video, we'll try some other watering fixtures on that, see if that works well for you. Anyway, that's the show for the day. Hope it helps. Here is your quote for the day. It is, behind every successful man, there's a lot of unsuccessful years. Thank you very much, Bob Brown. That's the show for the day, guys. Always, always live your passion.